Hey guys, welcome to the SweetpeaAndChickadee YouTube channel. I'm Kimberly. Today is July 6th. It is Monday, 2026, and this is episode 42. So I will say, it's been a minute, as you guys know. It's been like a year and a half since I've last recorded. I pulled out my show notes notebook and I was like, oh, I already had one started. I can just add on to it. But I didn't really have to update it much because under chit chat it said that I was on summer break, which I am on summer break, but I think this was the last summer. So it's been a while. I'm sorry about that. Life happens, you know. I really, in the grand scheme of things, I don't think I've actually knit a whole lot. I made a lot of socks and I finished some things and some things have been given away. So I really don't have that much to show you, I guess. I do have a ton of socks and I don't wear them until I show them. You guys, I've been saving socks for a year and a half. I'm not even kidding. So they've been sitting in this bag. Not to say that it's a big deal because I have a ton of socks already. So it's not like a big loss on my end. But let's just get into it. Chit chats, so much has happened. I don't even know where to start. Well, cut off my hair. That was like last fall, almost a year ago. It was like September. I'm a kindergarten teacher and it was one of those things where it's like, overstimulation. I needed it off my neck, off my shoulders. I need it gone. And I'm not really a cute ponytail girl. I wish I was a cute ponytail girl. You guys, those of you that can do cute ponytails, I mean, come on. Because as soon as I put it up, it looked like I just ran a marathon or something. It's not cute. So ow, it's wispy, it's frizzy. So why even have it long? Might as well just cut it off. That's my thing. And if it'll always grow back. What else? Nothing, you guys, just life, I guess. Brooke is going to be a junior in college next year, this coming year. She's about to go to her study abroad. She's studying abroad in York, England. I think pragmatics she's taking. My son is a police officer for our county police force. He's been a full year on the job. He's off probation, so now he's like just a regular police officer. It's so weird still when he walks out with all of his kid on because he still lives at home. Oh my gosh, it's so weird. Yeah, I don't even, same thing, I guess, just later in life, I guess. So let's just get into this. Oh, and I point to my shirt. I got a new puppy. I got a mini dachshund. He's a long haired. His name is Puffin. I'll try and include a picture. He's so cute, but he's like 5 months old. And oh my gosh, you guys, I'm almost out of like the terrible puppy phase and into like the toddler medium phase of terrible, but he's so cute. That's what my daughter always says that to him all the time is he's lucky he's cute. But let's go ahead and get into, I have a ton of hose and mostly socks. I do have a couple blankets and other gifts I gave out, but I'm just gonna focus on what I have now. I'm just gonna be pulling out of my bag, basically. So let's start with the first one. I have O Tannenbaum by Ruby and Roses. I'm gonna do one. I have both socks, but here's the first one. This was a sock set. I love Ruby and Roses yarn. It's like a thicker, plushier. I did a little like 3 rows, it's a cast on and 2 more rows. And I did a fish lips kiss heel and then a rounded wedge toe. I do about 18 to 20 2x2 rib. This is my standard. I've started making longer socks now. I used to make like a 40 to 60 row leg and now I realize I like longer socks to come up over like the bottoms of like my leggings or something, or like cropped pants or whatever. Just pull up and it makes extra comfy cozy. And so I think I do at least 80. So I do at least 80 rows is what I do. So yeah, there's one, really pretty. Next is Snow Day. This is by Nomadic Yarns and it's like in her Tweety base. This was like a random mini I already had because I didn't want to break up the stripe sequence. So I threw in a fish lips kiss heel with a random mini that I thought matched the best. I'm okay happy with it. I thought it was okay with the tweed. It's not my best choice. I didn't do my best choosing this one, but it goes okay. It's a heel. I'm not staring at it when I'm wearing it. But yeah, it's really cute. Snow Day in the Tweety base. Love Nomadic Yarns. Her stripes are awesome. What's next? We have Spring Fever. This is like deep, deep, deep stash, you guys. They don't even dye yarn anymore. This was by Mockingbird Fiber Co. I think it was a sister's duo. This is a random leftovers I had from like Damon's socks, my husband's socks, I think. But yeah, this is like so cute. It was so deep. I really love the like deep lips of like auburn, like purpley plum color, and like the random yellows. It's so pretty. But I seriously have had this since like 2015, 2014. I mean, it's super deep stash. And I was like, oh, I've been meaning to knit this. Got that one. And then this one is Luck of Legend by Rising Tide Fiber Coat. She makes the best. Like, her speckles are always so evenly distributed. This is a random mini I had. I can't remember if it was mini or leftovers. But I thought it looked really good because it kind of almost matches perfectly with like some of these blue speckles. Love it. Same thing, 2x2 rib, fish lips kiss heel, rounded wedge shell is pretty much always what I do. The only time I really do a different heel, like a heel flap maybe, is if I'm doing a test knit, which I might have in here, and or if I'm doing like a fancy sock, like a pattern sock, and I think it like adds to the look, and then I'll add it in. But normally I have this memorized. It's super fast for me, and it fits my hand really nice. So rounded wedge toe is what I do right here. Love it. Love that one. Okay, so I had all those on there. So now it's gonna take me a second. Okay, so while I'm doing this, anything else that has happened? No. I mean, yes and no. I'm a kindergarten teacher, so I feel like things happen on the daily. I'm so glad it's summer break. I love my kids. This last year was exhausting because I had 28. I mean, I do have an assistant. Thank heavens for my amazing assistant. She's amazing. She's a mind reader. She knows me. We show up to school wearing the same thing all the time. It's crazy. I don't know what I would do without her. I don't think I could do it. But like my year before last, I had like 24 kids in my class, which is like a normal average amount. And this last year, 28 5-year-olds. And some of them come in at 4 years old. So I had 4 and 5-year-olds at the beginning of the year. 28 of them. It was insane. Like, we were trying to, I mean, I have a nice large classroom, but it was like trying to figure out where to put them and like make sure we're all like have places to flow to. Anyways, it's a lot of information, but it was insane. It was great. I learned a lot about myself as a teacher, and I learned like new strategies and that sort of thing. And it was really rewarding year, and I love them so much, and I had great sets of parents, and it was really good. It was just, I'm exhausted at the end of break is really all it is. Okay, next up is Flow State by Shirley Cat. I love Shirley Cat. If you don't, I knit a lot of her socks. I love her. It's her, oh gosh, what sock base is it? Just Sock base. Because it's, I think the Just Sock base is like extra soft. So knitting it is very pleasing to the fingers. Isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness. And she's also really good about evenly distributing everything, so it doesn't like really what do you call it, like swirl or flash or whatever. But she will tell you that some of hers do that, but she will be able to tell you right off the bat just by like the skein you're holding. She'll be like, no, that's gonna flash. You're like, oh, okay. So when you go to her like her festivals and stuff, which is where I always get her yarn, she'll just tell you right off the bat if you ask her. So 2x2 rib, longer leg, I think 80, fish lips kiss heel, rounded wedge toe, but all the same color. It's so pretty. So this is Flow State. This next one took me a year to do because I just finished these. So I started these last summer, like on our little, we went on like a little pool vacation. We don't have a pool at our house, so we like rented a house like a couple hours away in Richmond, like a different city. And it was a really nice pool. We can like lounge at, like a little break for a week. So I started this there last August, and I just finished these like June. So that's really sad. I think this is also Shirley Cat. Oh my gosh, let me pull it up. Equilibrium by Shirley Cat in her Just Sock base again. So pretty. It's like a 2x2 rib, fish lips kiss heel, rounded wedge toe, same-o. I really like it. I cast it on last time, so I was like, oh, it looks kind of beachy, like in the skein. It looked more of like the lighter blue. Like, isn't that funny how like sometimes when you wind it up and then you knit it, it looks a little bit like the other tones kind of carry more than when it's in the skein or the cake. It's very interesting, but it still looks, I love it so much. I should have made these for my husband, honestly. I tried to like save stuff I think he would like, and he probably would have loved these for him, but I only hand crank his socks because he's size 15 and I am not handing, I'm handing him 2 socks, 2 pairs, never again. That took me forever. I thought I was knitting forever and ever. And he also likes them really long because he like wears them with like his suits and stuff. No, thank you. Okay. So I have, let me see. I have a couple, let me get into my Advent socks. I did finish both my Advent socks this year. I had Freckled Whimsy, and I also had, oh dear. I had Cozy Knitter. Why do I always forget? She's amazing. I don't know why I always forget. Okay, Cozy Knitter Advent and the Freckled Whimsy Advent. Usually, I always buy both. I buy the Freckled Whimsy Advent and I buy the, did I forget her name? Cozy Knitter. Oh my god, I did it. Cozy Knitter Advent. I am so sorry if you ever see this. Okay. I buy them both, but I only usually like follow along during the season with the Cozy Knitter Advent. And I just keep the Freckled Whimsy Advent. I don't know why. I have a whole stash. I've got so many years of just Freckled Whimsy Advents just sitting there. And I was like, that's just sad because I really like Freckled Whimsy yarn. So then I'm like, this year I really want to try to knit both at the same time and try to keep up. I got to like day 15. I mean, that's pretty good. But then I ended up finishing them both. I don't know if it was like January, February, March, maybe, I don't know, who knows. So same thing here. So this one is the Cozy Knitter Advent. I like this one. It was more of a fade this year. I feel like not really, I mean, kind of fadey, but more of like a blend, like the stripes blended really well. Obviously I wanted my leg higher because I started up here. So you'll see the repeat start right here. This was the last day. I usually just did a full 24 day, 25 days, whatever it is, stripe, and then I would stop. So my leg would be short because I want it to be authentic, you know. But I am realizing I like longer socks. So I just decided it doesn't matter. I'm going to keep it my longer, go until as long as I would normally go, do my fish lips kiss heel, and then do my foot. I just did the math, so I knew how much I would need. But that was the last day, and that was first day. I like it 2x2. I always buy, also when I order these Advents, if they have the option for the extra mini, I always get the extra mini. I always have leftovers, but then I'm not worried about how long I'm putting my cuff or like if I can fit a toe in. Like I want to be able to do that and not stress about it. So I always buy the extra one. And then I have leftovers, but whatever. They're actually always really great minis to use for other projects. So this was the Cozy Knitter. Then this one was the Freckled Whimsy. I really liked this one this year. It was very like jewel toned, and I really liked the mini that went with it. Like a good like neutrally color. But this is day 1 and then last day. So her stripes were bigger, if that makes sense. Very nice. Loved it. 2x2, fish lips kiss, rounded wedge. Same thing. Okay. Then I did a couple test knits for my friend Musical Poem. She did some socks, and actually first, I missed her first test knit. I think it was this one. Yes, because I have a fish lips kiss heel on it. So I was just knitting it. I bought the pattern and was knitting it because she's amazing, and it's a great pattern, and it's her patterns, I noticed, at least in this series, are very easy to memorize, which is great. I love that for a pattern sock, is it's easy to memorize. So this one is the Bayshore socks. I used, oh my goodness, did I write this down? No, I did not. This is also a deep stash sock set. This was all together. This was by, the name of it is Party Blast by Knitty Bow Fiber Co. Aquila's husband dyed this when he was dying. Gorgeous. I think he dyed this even with their daughter. It was so cute. So I bought like the sock set so long ago, and it's been sitting in stash for waiting for something special, and I thought it would look really good in this pattern. So it's got this little textured front, and then a split textured back. So it's got the 2 panels in the back and the 1 big panel in the front. So I did a little, you know, cast on 2 rows, 2x2 rib, fish lips, kiss heel, and a rounded wedge toe. I really like this colorway. It was really great with this pattern. And then I knit the first sock of this. I mean, I have them both done. But I did the first one, and then Musical Poem came out with a test knit that I went ahead and signed up for. And let me get that on there. I finished those. So in order for it to do the test knit, you only need to complete 1 sock. But this one, I have finished both on this one. So this one is called the Cranbrook socks. And I did this in a stripey. So she said it'd be really great in a self-striping. And so I went ahead and tried one. This is Pumpkin Pails by Freckled Whimsy. It was like a October Halloweenish kind of colorway that I got from her. I loved it. I've been saving that for also something nice. It was a sock set, so it came with this color and this color. Loved. So it is an all over textured pattern all around the leg, and then it continues on the front down here. Has the heel flap that I did, because it was a test, so I do the exact pattern that she calls for, and I did her toe that she calls for. Love this texture, and I love it on the self-striping as well, and you can definitely still see it, and it's like raised in here. You can't really see, but it's so nice. I love how it looks in the Pumpkin Pails. I've been saving that one for a while. I loved it. And then finished both. However, do I even have that down here? I have, oh yes, here it is. So her latest pattern that she released is the Romulus sock. I made this one super long. That's what it's looking like on this thing. This is so pretty. So first, the yarn is the, oh my goodness, already forgetting. Hasn't even that long ago. Northwoods Fibers, and it is her Addy sock in, no, Aspen Fingering in Graybow. Then I used Ridiculous yarn in her Addy sock, and this color is Cosmos. It was like a mini that I had bought from Ridiculous Yarns. I thought they looked really cute together. But look at this. So it's got this textured panel in the front. It's got these cable, like faux cables on the sides, and then on the back, a smaller version. So cute. And then it goes all the way, and then this continues the whole way. And this is the heel flap that's with it, and the toe. I did a little cast on in 2 rows up here. So this is live. She has released this pattern. And this probably took a little bit longer to memorize, not that much longer. The other ones were really quick to memorize, only because of this repeat right here. But I mean, it did not take very long. And once you did it, it's like you can see it. So it's really easy. But yeah, it was super nice. I have not even cast on the second one yet. You know, I will eventually. Well, so what happens, like, I did this one, I finished this, and then I went back and I finished this one. So I'm like, because I knit one of these socks, and then I went and did this test. Did one sock, went back and finished the other sock. Then I did this test, went back and finished this other sock. So eventually, I'll go back and finish the other sock here. So cool. I love it. I love a pattern that's easy to memorize for a sock. They can just like not have to look at everything the whole time. It's really nice. So cool. All right. Then I think that's it for socks, guys. Whew. Now I can wear them. That's so many. Did I even count? Make sure that's all. I have a bag here. Let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 maybe? 14? I don't even know. That's a lot of socks I can now add to my sock box. Okay, now couple other finished objects are blankets. So very excited, you guys. Guess what I finished? The Sunburst Scrappy Blanket. Okay. So this is based off the Hogue Burst by Mallory Crawl of Not a Crawl Crochet. I based it off of there. You can look on my Ravelry at karmeni if you want to look at my Ravelry to see what mods I did on the square itself. So the Sunburst square only has 1, 2, 3, 4. I added 5. Now, in the pattern, it shows you how to do this one, this one, this one, and then the outside one. I just put this one in here twice and added 1 extra pull through here to make it bigger to go around, if that makes any sense. Go look at my Ravelry if you want to understand it. Because I didn't want to it's a free pattern if you go to her website, or you can buy it on Ravelry or wherever she sells it. But, for the join, I used Continuous Granny Stitch Join by Cypress Textiles is the join I used. Because I picked that one because I really liked this middle part, the connecting look right there. And it was a continuous join, so I could just join as I go if I wanted to. I usually wait till I have a whole row and then I would just join that row, or multiple rows and then join the rows. This is massive, you guys. So for the join, it's DK in Knit Pick Swish in Dove Heather. Dove Heather is the gray color. I had a ton of row 1 minis back when I was getting row 1. I paused my row 1 or canceled it because I just had too much. I knew I'd always go back because I love row 1 minis, but I had so much. I've used all of them. And then I used leftovers of other bits of leftover yarn I had. And it was just so much fun to put together these squares, whatever I was feeling. I basically would just make the circle, and I would just plan it out and grab what I could and just make it all together. And even the ones I'm I don't know if that'll work out, I ended up loving every single one. And when I placed them, I just didn't want to put anything super similar next to each other or anything contrasting. So this is really big. I made it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I'm showing you the back, you guys. So it's 7 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because I want it to be a rectangle. I'm really tall, so it's pretty big. But I wanted that because I wanted to be able to have it up here, but also cover my feet. Which it does. So here's one side all the way down. Love all these colors. And really I made sure since I have Dove Heather for the connecting, I try not to have any gray on the outside of the square so that it didn't blend. You can see the square individually. The grays, if there are grays, are going to be in on the inside of the squares. And then what I did was I would make the squares, they'd be all kind of curly cued, and then I would block them flat, and it was a 6 by 6 square. Some of them blocked easier than others because some yarn is thinner than others. So these are not all the same weight. Yeah, they're all fingering weight, but some are thinner than others. Some are lighter fingering, But yeah, the thing is so big. Now Brooke wants one. I mean, I've been done for a while, and it's just fun. I just kept all the squares in, my little bag, and I would just pull my bag out and grab whatever colors and do a couple squares at a time. But yeah, I love it. It's so nice, and I haven't used it at all because I've been sitting in my bag waiting to show you guys. So now I can finally use it. I have not blocked it because I already blocked each individual square. So I feel I do not need to, I'm showing you the back again. I do not need to block the actual blanket since I already blocked the squares. So they're nice and flat. It's so nice. I think every time I'm oh, I think I found a favorite square, and I find another one. I really like this one right now. These two actually. Really pretty. And then I would have Brooke help me or my mom pick out color squares. Pick out colors for a square, and I put it together. It was really fun. But yeah, I really like the continuous join, especially because it was super easy, and the cool middle part it made. And yeah, super easy to do, guys. I have all my information of like hook size and everything on Ravelry if you guys want to check it out. Now Brooke wants one, and she kind of wants the same vibe. You can do this with like color coordinating where it's like the same kind of colors throughout. I think Brooke wants the same thing, but she wants the join, instead of to be dove heather, she wants it to be like in a cream color. And yeah, but the same kind of like scrappy feel. So yeah, I'm gonna have to restart my row 1 minis because I'm out. It's just so I can do a blanket for Brooke. I also finished, probably started, I don't even know if I told you guys I started, because I don't know if I started a year and a half ago, but I made the anthology throw by Helen Stewart using my Botanical Yarns Advent. I knew I was gonna make this with Botanical Yarns Advent because the Botanical Yarns Advent of, did I write down what year it was? I don't know, a couple years ago, at least. By the way, I started this in 2022. This, I got that Botanical Yarns Advent at least 2 or 3 years ago. I know I showed it to you guys, I think. But it was a fade. And I really wanted to do the rainbow fade for the anthology throw. So I started off with the bright yellow center. I have not blocked this. I still use it. I don't block blankets typically because it's just, I mean, I'm just using it for myself. But here is the center all the way out to the end. So yeah, it's pretty big. I use all the yarn. So I know like in the beginning you don't necessarily use all the yarn, but I didn't care. I just wanted to use up all the yarn. So that's why I think my center is probably bigger, because I used up all that color, and as soon as that color was up, I moved to the next color. So I didn't like worry about, so it's gonna be different joins, but I just wanted it to be as big as possible. So yeah, I think it still looks great. And it's a cool fade. Really pretty. Really big. I use this one a lot actually. I didn't think I would. I thought it'd be more of a decorative piece because it's round, but I grab it a lot on my bed. I don't know why. Because it's round, so you don't think it'd be very, like, I don't know. It's cute. Okay. Is that it? Whew. I'm exhausted, you guys. Okay. Now, let's get into whips. I'm only gonna show you a couple because we all know I have a bazillion. But let's just be practical here, guys. Okay. I have this other sock that I started the same time, the same vacation I started my Equilibrium socks by Trissy Cat. I also cast on the Fruity Pebbles socks. And these are Fruity Pebbles by, oh my goodness, Republic. Hold please. I just remember it called Fruity Pebbles, and I bought it in Oregon. Okay, Fruity Pebbles by Republic of Wool in her flossy fingering, or their flossy fingering. Super pretty. I love the super bright neon speckles in here. I've got one whole sock done. Haven't cast on the second one, but I will. Hopefully, I want to cast it on like in the next week or two, maybe even like tomorrow, who knows. Just because I don't have really another sock going, another like regular straight knitting sock, and I want this to be the next one. Because like this was the last one I just cast on and finished, so now I want to finish this one up too. I mean, I started this in August of last year, so maybe before August of this year I can finish this set of socks. We'll see. But yeah, Fruity Pebbles. I like the name too, isn't it cute? Okay, so that's this one, and here's it in the cake. Super pretty. I also have caked up, because I wasn't sure when I cast on this pair for this latest test for musical poem. I was deciding between this yarn and this yarn. So I have it all caked up. It's so pretty. It's like purple, like a lavender with deep purple speckles. And it's super special yarn because this is like I got in, I think it's Life in the Long Grass that I got in Ireland or Scotland, Ireland, like a few years ago when we went to Europe. So it was super special, but I decided I want it to be kind of this for this pattern. Okay, then I have, oh, I didn't bring down, I have Brooke's sweater. I'll show that next time because I just have to put on the sleeves. It's her, the big rib. It's just a black big rib. I've got the whole body done, but I just need to put on the sleeves. I'll show that next time. And, oh, this is the one I'm gonna show you because you guys, I'm having some problems here. Okay. So, I'm irritated. So I'm doing the Sabai. The Sabai like tank top and by Suzanne Mueller, I think is how you say her name. And I'm using Queen City Yarns in the Coleman base, which is silk and linen, 65-35 silk and linen in the juniper colorway. That's kind of accurate. It's more, that's kind of accurate. I would say it's a little lighter, but yeah. So I'm irritated, not with the yarn. I bought this yarn to make the Adriata by Hoki. And let me just show you that. So I had cast this on last year and I went back. I was like, oh, I'm gonna finish this because I really wanna have it. And I was like, okay, so I'm ready. And I'm like, you know, I don't know if I think I messed up a couple times. I'm like, maybe I'll just, and it was already cut because it was ready to go to the back and then you join them in. I don't really know. But, I mean, it was still on like a stitch holder or whatever, but the yarn was cut. So it was ready to be moved. Anyways. But then I looked on everybody's projects, not everybody's, a lot of people's projects, and they were saying like not to make it because this, so you do a gauge swatch with this. You guys know I do not gauge swatch. So that's not my excuse. Other people were saying, since you gauge swatch here, this though doesn't ever match your gauge because it's like a lace panel. So then this ends up bigger than this. And then when you connect it here, it bunches and people just can't get it to lay flat. Like you have to just keep pulling it down to make it flat. And I was like, I mean, maybe I could, because some of them look like it's fine and no one says anything, but a lot of people were saying they're having issues with it. And I was like, well, it might or might not be an issue, but it looks kind of already an issue. I think it's the back. I don't know. But I really didn't want to knit the whole thing and realize it was a problem when I was warned, especially. So I was like, well, okay, what else can I knit? Am I showing you guys the back again? Good griefage. I love this, really pretty, but I was like, okay, what else can I make with this yarn? So I did the search and it came up with the Sabai top, which, oops, sorry guys, the Sabai top, which I already had in my favorites. I'm like, perfect, that looks actually like a nice little easy, I'm going on a trip this week. I can like cast it on and get it going. It'll be nice, easy knitting for that. Like, oh my gosh, I can't, I mean, okay, so I cast it on. I followed the instructions. The one time I don't look at everybody else's project pages. Why don't I? And it's just, I'm going to show you. So when you cast on, okay, I'm already like cast on and I've already separated in a front and back, and now I'm knitting the front here. So this is the collar. It's like a boat neck. If you know the Sabai, it's like a boat neck type. And I chose the one with the collar, like the ribbing, which I really like. It's already got like the pull right here because look at the boat neck part. But okay, so here's the deal. It tells you, which I thought was weird when I was doing it, you do like 4 rows of stockinette before the ribbing while you're doing some increases. So you're doing stuff, but you're only knitting, just knitting. Then you start the ribbing. I'm like, oh, like I didn't read far enough ahead to be like, okay, now we're. So then what happens is you have your ribbing, but you have this roll on top, like a pretty dramatic roll. And so I'm knitting this on a size 5. It calls for a 6, but because it's different yarn than what the pattern is, and this is thinner yarn. And this is what I was knitting the other Adriata on anyways, was a 5. And I like the fabric, so I went with the 5. Knitting a medium. Yeah, so here's, so look, because it rolls because look, it's stockinette, so it's forcing this roll, which is fine, but it's like a dramatic, and I'm sorry, the picture on the model wearing, in the lovely model wearing, which I think is her, does not have this roll on the picture, the sample picture, which I'm like, okay, well, but then I look at everybody else's projects and many of them, not all, have this roll, or it's like floppy even. I'm like, oh no, I don't want it floppy. The ones that don't have this roll, they specifically say only do 2 rows of knitting, or they didn't do any of the row, like they just went right into the rib, or they said it on there. And why didn't I look? And now I'm just irritated, because now, is it terrible? No. Is it different than what I was expecting? Yes, which is why I'm irritated, because this was not the look. I don't know. I don't think it would look bad. I think the longer I'm looking at it, it's not terrible. It might be okay, because it stretches out, right? It doesn't look bad. It's just not what it's not what I signed up to be knitting. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. And so now I'm just like, and I'm stopping here because I'm like, I've already cut the yarn and started the front. Do I rip it all out and do it again? I mean, it's not that long. It's not that far. I could totally do it. But I've already cut the yarn and reattached. Whatever. Not a problem. I can do it. Or do I just go with it and just embrace it? And do I just think it's fine and I just need to get over it? I don't know. And I really don't want to knit anymore until I figure that out. But I really want to get this going because we're going on a trip in a couple days and I wanted this to be knitting. I mean, because the thing is, some people had it and it was floppy in the front. Like this thing was like flopping down. Now I don't think mine is going to be doing that because I went down a needle size. Maybe that's why. But like, it's like kind of, they were like loose, and I don't want it to be loose. Definitely don't want it to be loose. It's not supposed to be loose. But at the same time, I won't know that until I'm wearing it. And I don't want to knit more until I figure this out. You guys, I don't know. So the next time you guys see me, I'll have made a decision, because I have to make a decision either tonight or tomorrow, because I really want to be knitting on this on our trip. And I'm just irritated. I'm irritated that I should have, like, I knew when I was knitting, don't you hate that? Like, I knew as I was knitting it, it felt weird. And I should have stopped then and went and looked at other projects and been like, what did everybody else do? Because literally the first thing I clicked on, they're like, oh, I did this and this. I'm like, oh, why? So I'm irritated with myself mostly. But is it that bad? Do I hate it that much? It's not that much to pull back. I'm analyzing this way too much. But you know how it is. It's expensive and it's time consuming, and I want to be, am I not going to wear it? How about that? Is it going to cause me to not reach for it if it looks, that roll is weird, even like right there. So you have to keep fixing it. But when I block it, will it be okay? You guys, I'm so irritated with myself. It's really me. I'm more irritated with me. But also, your sample picture on the front of your project should match your instructions, right? Right? Because everybody else's I saw that matched the picture, they had to do a mod to make it match the picture. Now there are 2 options for the collar. There's just a simple rolled collar without the ribbing, or there's the ribbing. And I chose ribbing, so I wanted ribbing. I didn't want the rolled, and now I have both. What? Both? I don't know. It's like, make up your mind. Why is it rolling and ribbing? I don't know, you guys. Okay. I'm moving on. Stressing myself out. Okay, so I will figure this out and I will show you guys next time what I ended up doing. The next thing, I'm going to show you a future cast on, because I already have everything down here, and I might cast it on not tonight, it's too late, tomorrow, because I'm also using different yarn from what I use. Okay, so I got this yarn also on a trip to Europe, I believe. The same trip to Europe. I don't just go all the time. Knitting for Olive Cotton Merino. I can get this here locally too as well at Fiberspace and other places, and I also order from them online. Not since tariffs, but love the yarn. This one is the Purple Elephant. So it's it's mainly a gray with like a hint of lavender. I just bought it as far as quantity, and then I was making a Sari Nordland like vest, and then I realized I messed up, and it was a super intense panel by panel graph where like each panel was on a different page, and it was like very intense. And I realized like very early on that I messed up somehow, and I didn't really mess up, but like my tension was weird, so it made the like brioche look weird. Anyways, I knew I was gonna have to restart. So I pulled it out and I was like, I don't even know if I want to wear, if I even want that. See, this is what happens. This is my my thought process. So if I leave a project that irritates me long enough, I come back to it and I realize I don't even want to make it in the first place. Then I frog it out. So then I decided I want to make with this, because I saw a pattern. I was like, oh, what did they all knit it in? And it was literally cotton merino. I'm like, I have that. So I want to make the Rodolphe. Okay, so I don't know how to say this, you guys. It's, I'm just gonna pull it up. It is the Rodolphe. Okay, this is how you know how like you say something in your head? It's like how I've been calling it to myself in my head. And then I think about saying it out loud. I'm like, oh, I don't know if that's how you say it. I keep saying the Rodolphe top because it's Rodolphe with an E at the end. I don't think that's how you say it, but that's how I'm saying it in my head, guys. But it's by Calibri by Johanna. Okay, why doesn't it click, you guys? I'm sorry. I'm gonna show you the picture. Rodolphe top. I've already bought the pattern. Isn't that pretty? I love the fit. I love up here how nice and fitting that is. And I love how you can make it like a cropped or like perfectly length. See, I call cropped when it hits my pants basically. I love that. I love the fit of that. So cute. And so I thought I'd make it with this color. Super cute. Now, this is also, as you can tell, lace. So definitely graphs. And the whole thing, the whole lace panels are all in graph. But it's like one simple like graph panel like page. It's not like the Sari Norland one. I love her. She's an amazing designer. But it was like panel on this page, panel on this page, panel. It was like trying to figure it out because it was so intense. So I'm like, this one, easier. So I kind of want to cast this on too and bring this on a trip. Now, it's almost too much because I always do that. I always overplan and overthink. And am I going to be doing lace work while I'm traveling? Probably no, but I feel like I should be bringing it with me so I can feel fancy. I don't know. I definitely am bringing a sock, which is probably the Fruity Pebbles. I'm definitely bringing the Sabai, if I can figure that out, because that'll be easy knitting. But I kind of want something fancy, like at night maybe that I want to work on or something on the plane. We are taking, we're actually going to Europe again, but we're going to England because Brooke is studying abroad. So we are escorting her there. She was really nervous about getting from, London to York, which is not that bad, but, and I'm like, Brooke, it's all in English and you've been to Europe before. I mean, she was also in high school and wasn't looking around to figure how things worked. So and so my husband was like, hey, we'll just go. So we use miles and we're just taking her, going a couple extra days early to London to hang out and then do some stuff and then take her to York and then we'll leave, go back to London and then leave from there. So it's like about a week, it's like just under a week that we're gone and then Brooke's gone all month. But I thought that would be really cute. So I kind of want to cast that on and have that going, but we leave in like 2 days. So probably this is what I do, guys. I but maybe yes, maybe no. If the Sabai top is irritating the crap out of me, who knows? But yeah, it's the Rodolphe top. Look how you spell it. Because I keep saying the Rodolphe. In my head, I was like, oh, the Rodolphe. I don't think it's Rodolphe. I think it's just Rodolphe. Rodolphe. Oh gosh. Okay. So that's what I'm making with that. I'm really excited about to cast on. Let's get in. I have a couple acquisitions now. Let's just be real. It's been a year and a half. I bought some stuff. Not really as much as you would think. I really kind of tempered down my yarn buying because I have so much yarn and every time I go look at yarn to buy, I'm like, yeah, I have that color. I have something like that. I have something like that. I have something like that too. So, unless it's like a huge clearance sale or, which that gets me every time. I bought so many sweater quantities. Oh my gosh, I keep bumping. Sorry guys. But I have, and normally I've been buying like kits lately, like embroidery kits and stuff like that. So I'm still like buying stuff. I still get that itch out, but not really yarn over and over again. But I did go lately with my friends. We went on a little like excursion for like lunch and went to Fiber Space, which is in Alexandria, Arlington, one of those two, near DC. And I bought one skate of yarn. I was so proud of myself, you guys. But I have to show you guys because it was so pretty. So it's spun right round. It's called Catnap. And it's on their Tough Sock base. Look how pretty. I love this colorway. I don't know. I'm thinking either hats, because I'm a big hat. I love knitting hats. Or even like a cowl right here would be really nice. So pretty. I love this, like, with the lavender. So pretty. And it's my first spun right round, I think, skein. It's very nice. And I've also been getting, okay, I have been getting some yarn, but only because I'm in the Freckled Whimsy Christmassy yarn club that comes every month. So it's all Christmas colors, well, based on Christmas. So they're not, some are non-super Christmassy and some are pretty Christmassy. So I just brought out two to show you the differences. She also has a couple different other clubs that every time I'm like, oh, maybe I should jump into that club too. I just love her stripes. And they're all sock sets. So like this one's May. This one was not very Christmassy, and I get everything on the Splendid base, which is $85.15. This one was May's, and it was Winter Patina. Let me take it out of the plastic. So this one was like not really your like typical, but very cool. Kind of gives more of a fallish vibe, but I think when you knit it up, you could definitely see more. I really like it, and it's so soft. And I really like this with it. And then this June, I say this month, this is July, but June's was then in contrast, very Christmassy, which I also like. So this one was Elf Squad. Super soft, love it. So she was the same dyer that did Pumpkin Pails. And I mean, look at that repeat. Look how long of a repeat that is. Like one whole, that's a long one. And then she also did, what was the Advent that she did? This one. This was Freckled Whimsy's Advent. So yes, love them. I've gotten all of them. I missed the very first month. I was so irritated with myself. I missed the very first month, which I think was December of 2025 was the first month. And it goes up, I'm assuming, through November. And normally she has extras left over from each club. She has extras that you can then purchase at the end. And I missed the joining that club, and then I missed it when I could buy the leftovers. And I was like, man, because I wouldn't have all 12. Now, have I knit any of these this year? No, I have not. As you can see. Also, a friend of mine, Raging Pro, and we were out shopping and we each bought the same book, 52 Weeks of Scrap Yarn, because we love scrappy projects. And we were like Rebecca, we said we were going to find a pattern and knit it together. I don't even know when this was. Well, when this wasn't, like last fall. It's been a while. We need to figure that out. This is one of the patterns I want to knit. I even marked some stuff for you guys to show you my favorites. I really liked this one. I do not want to show you the pattern. This is not. So this is the Celebrate sweater. I do not want to show you. Geek. I love this. Mainly I like the cut of the sweater. You know what I'm saying? Like this is cool because you can do whatever like color sequence you want, but the cut of the sweater, like the croppedness of it and the boxiness of it is super cute. Love that. That's the Celebrate by Essie Wongo. I probably just butchered the crap out of that name. I'm so sorry. Then there's the Aster by Elena Solier-Jonsa. This is my favorite. I think this is the one Rebecca and I were like thinking we would do. Okay, I'm gonna do it off screen. This one. Isn't that pretty? So it's a sweater, and then you use your scraps to, I think, like, what do you call it? Where you go back over it and add in the flowers. It's so cute. I love the placement here, here, and here. I think that's so cute. And you could do like any coordination, like color sweater with that on there. It's so cool. Embroidered petals and knitted baubles. So there's baubles in the middle. I think that's so cute. That's the Aster. And then I also like, kind of the same vibe, I also liked the A Lot by Maria Usquiano. Okay, so it's like mainly just a cardigan, and like here and here are these extra little flowers and specks added into the texture. I just like the boxiness. I mean, I'm really into like cropped kind of boxy stuff. So this is duplicate stitch. So they use duplicate stitch for this. That's what I was trying to say, duplicate stitch. And then this is called the Conpito Candy by Hiromi Glover. And that's what this is. It's a huge kind of like basically rectangle back and forth like scarf. I think that's so cute. I like the texture. But my thing is, I really like how it looks because of their color sequence and choosing. My thing is either I'm gonna be chaotic and I'm not gonna like it as much as this, or I'm gonna have to just super plan it out and stress myself out to make sure it like looks super perfect. Because in reality, I want it to be like just kind of grab and go. But then would it look as pretty? I don't know. I like that one. And then one last one. I have the Uma by Sariana Letonen. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm terrible at names. I'm so sorry. But that's cute. I think Brooke would even like that. Super cute. I like that one too. All right. I think that's it, you guys. Oh my gosh, I can finally use my socks. And I have been meaning to do this for so long. I cannot believe it. So, yeah. Hopefully it won't be as long next time. I do plan, since we are going to Europe for next week, I do plan on recording when I get back to show you, because I know I haven't been buying yarn because I'm like, I have so much, but hello, European yarn. So I will be going yarn shopping in London. They have like, I did find a yarn store in York. Well, it's more like a haberdashery, which will probably have, it has a little bit of yarn in there, but other things as well that Brooke and I are gonna check out. Because we do get to York the day before she has to be there, so we're gonna kind of look around some stuff. So I'm excited about that. But there are 2 yarn stores I wanna see in London. The one I went to last time was Loop. Love it. It's this cute little tiny shop, but that's where I found the cotton merino, and I found a couple other things that I love there. And also I think I want to try a new one, and I can't remember. Like I was trying to narrow it down based, because there's many yarn stores in London, but I was trying to like base off of where we're staying in our hotel, where Loop is. All right, so one was definitely Loop because I've been there before and I really liked it. The other one that I wanted to go to was Beautiful Knitters. I was not able to go there last time. I don't know if I can go there this time, just based off of like location to everything, to where I'm staying as well, because we're not there that long, but I'm gonna try and make it work. But yeah, and then whatever else I find actually. But I want to show you guys what I get there, and I want to show you guys the progress and see what I've done with my Sabai. So we will see about that. So I will try and record when we get back. Brooke won't be here too, so I'll be sad and like trying to think of things to do. And so that'd be a good way to do it. I hope everyone's been doing well. I really missed you guys. I have been watching, I haven't, you guys, in a year and a half, I haven't even been watching my own yarn podcast that I watch. And like just since summer break started, I went back and I was like re-watching some of my favorites. Like I've only gotten through a couple. It's really sad. So, I mean, I've just been so out of it. So I miss doing this. I will hopefully get this up really quick before we leave. And yeah, so I hope everyone's doing great. I hope everyone's having a great summer and everyone's like staying inside from the heat wave. You can find me in Ravelry at karmeni. You can also find me on Instagram at SweetpeaAndChickadee. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.